Agenda. Parmeni.
Mother, you dropped out of it. The fuck? What now?
Well, luckily her dad was still around, and then literally 3 weeks after I gave birth, I remember, I don't know which commercial I was shooting, but I shot a commercial where I had to run in that thick bush. It was 3 weeks after I gave birth, maybe 6, but I think it was 3. And I went straight back to work because,
So you had a plan.
I was just modeling. You know what I mean? I was just modeling. And then I realized I had to grow. Modeling was not the sustainability and whatever is just difficult, especially in this country. I wasn't going to grow any taller or get any skinnier and go overseas.
Yeah.
So I needed to chase other passions. What I actually wanted to be growing up was a wildlife vet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then I realized that wasn't going to happen.
You must have loved Tiger King.
I can say it was entertaining. As an animal lover, it was difficult to watch. Yeah, I realized that I wasn't going to really go back to school because of the child and what I actually wanted to study because of Tando, after I'd given birth. And I just jumped in the deep end. That's what I call it. I just literally jumped into the deep end. I auditioned for Zone 14 like 5 times.
Wow.
Before, by the time they were about to send out tapes again, they were like, we know this girl's coming. Like, just give her the thing.
Are you doing this by yourself or you got an agent or you just like...
Initially I had just my modeling agent and then I spoke to them to speak to help me find an acting agent. Shout out to Carl Hienes. I miss you. And he contacted Munyin Lee. I met up with Munyin. She loved me. And then she put me on, she put an audition for me on, she put me on tape, auditioning for a guy called Tim, the director, for Ladies Number One Ladies Detective Agency. I got that. So I was going to Botswana. I was so excited.
Wow.
And then I did Zone 14 after the many auditions that I did. I made with Angus Gibson and Desiree Magraf and Tebogo Mahlatsi. And they liked me, but if you were not gonna cut it, you didn't get it.
Yeah.
And then finally I got the role. I even got to name the role. And I named it after my mom. One of my mother's names is Samke Lisiwe. And so I called the character Samke.
Yeah.
And it was like really cool because when people called me Samke on the streets, like I wasn't like, ugh, my name is not Samke. I was like, oh, cool. And I forgot what your question was. I'm just going.
Were you the face of Lovers Plus or something like that?
The Lovers Plus thing, you motherfuckers. No, it was like a thing I did because, again, the Miss SA18 thing made me very conscious of, Funny, I was still a virgin when I did that photo shoot.
For real?
Yeah.
For Lovers Plus or Miss...
For Lovers Plus.
Yeah.
Well, obviously for Miss SA because it was before Miss SA18.
Yeah.
And the money was decent at the time. And then the contract was for a couple of, I think it was 4 or 5 years, maybe 3.
So you were the face of the condom?
I don't know, it's called it the face. I was the model. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There was another guy as well on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Clearly, no one wants to remember him. And I don't know what the hell. He was so cute. And and then a few years later, I was just like, guys, the contract is over. I know you guys are a non-government organization. I think they're an NGO. I don't know if they're an NPO. And get the shit off the shelves and pay me.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I had to fight with them too, because I think as they saw my career growing, they didn't want to remove.
leverage,
Yeah, and then it took so much fight for them to remove it. You know what I mean? And the thing is, DJ Fresh's song was on the commercial. You know what I mean? It was like, I was like, oh, look, this is cool. Like, you're encouraging people to have safe sex. Like, I'm not embarrassed about that thing. The only reason I have a bad memory of it or a bad feeling about it is how they treated me after the contractual period. You know what I mean? Like, when people say Lovers Plus, the only reason I'm like annoyed is because of, I don't want to have like, what's that guy, the deputy president? With the fly in his... So that's why, like, I just felt so undermined and mistreated by them.
Yeah.
Because they directly and purposefully did that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I've forgiven them, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I can't say I care that much, but I was very touched by how they treated me.
Parmeni.